Yes, we are the Ad Astra Boys, and we too are guilty of 34 counts of awesomeness. Over here on my left is the Joe Hooters, and over here on my right is the original T.I. And if we combine our rings together, we combine the forces of the Ad Astra Boys.
That was probably the gayest shit I've done in a minute.
Yeah, I did. I was like, why am I doing this? I felt forced into it.
You know, I didn't think you guys would do it, so I was gonna like make fun of that. Like, come on, guys.
I was like,
whatever.
you know what? I'll just
But
edit
then you
this
guys
part out.
did it,
Give Walt what he wants.
and I was like, huh. And we have no rings on.
yeah, no rings.
Oh, well.
Come on, ring right there.
All right, here we are, the Ad Astra Boys. We've been gone for a little bit, but we are back now, and we have a lot to share. This past week, not too much, but we are heading in to a brand new June of 2024, and we have a lot to cover with the Royals and the Chiefs off-field situations, and little bits of here and there, but good Memorial Weekend. So hey, let's kick it off.
So before we get started, let's have two quick, tidbits.
Sorry about that. Yeah, your boy, right?
Yeah, 14U AA KC Monarchs win another tournament. They took down the Crown Town Challenge out there in Missouri a couple weeks ago, and then also the 8U Aces went undefeated in the spring season at 3-2. So both Joey Mullets and Adonis.
Joey Mullets and Adonis.
Very my bloodline is very good.
Your offspring is off-springing.
They're doing pretty good these days.
All right.
I thought you said you had a second.
I said both.
Oh, okay. All right. T.I., anything else you want to share this past couple of weeks?
No, I figured we could just jump right into the show.
So what did you eat at your sister's barbecue?
Hot dogs.
Yeah, hot dogs and hamburgers. Good old
what
Memorial
Put
Day.
some relish on that hot dog?
What did you have? Not that anyone really gives a shit that's watching, but
I had hot dogs and hamburgers.
oh, well, there you
go.
go.
Corn on the cob. Uh-huh. Did you put some relish on your hot dog?
I mean, she had a lot of other stuff that she was. Of course not. That's terrible. So, hey, I'm gonna need your password again. So,
well, I can't.
You can't say it
yeah,
out here.
write it on your pad,
idiot. So I don't know, how the inflation's whatever, but I don't know why, but relish went up 80%.
80?
Yeah,
dude, they're ripping off. They're
Like
ripping us
relish?
off on everything right
I
now.
don't mind relish every once in a while on my hot dog, but goodness gracious, why the hell did that go up so high? Are we slacking on?
Yo, dude, aluminum foil. I was looking at aluminum foil yesterday, and I was like, man, I remember like the cheapest aluminum foil you can get for like 99 cents. Well, now the cheapest one is like, okay, it's like $2.25 at Hen House. And then everything else was like $5 and up. I'm like, it's fucking aluminum foil.
But
anyways,
not to get off a sport.
We're getting off. Yeah, we're getting off subject.
But all these, inflation prices and companies are having their highest, profit margins ever.
Yeah,
it's just an excuse. The whole COVID thing.
We
was
need
an
to bring
excuse.
down the man. Did you hear about
thanks, Joe Biden?
Did you hear about the there's a McDonald's up there in Connecticut, whatever, that the McDonald's Big Mac value meal was over $20?
I'm not surprised because it is like $12-13 to go to McDonald's now for like a value meal. Yeah.
And then McDonald's came back and said, "Look, man, in our defense, that's Connecticut. That's one franchise compared, it's like $10 now. So shut up." So I'm like, "All right, Mr. McDonald." Yeah, all right. So do you know why?
You don't know him on a first name basis? You didn't call him Ronald?
That's a fictional character. All
He's
right.
the owner of the company, Ronald McDonald. It's his name. It's his legacy.
Did you see a Hamburglar came back? He's on commercials now.
Yeah,
Rubble.
He talked about the Big Mac. Yeah.
I don't understand why Ronald McDonald would have a friend like him. He's constantly stealing from you. He doesn't pay for shit. He takes your freaking burgers, Ronald. Why would you befriend this guy? Now,
sometimes you don't get to pick
Mayor
your
Big
friends,
Mac,
right?
That's
sometimes
true.
you don't pick your friends, man. They're
Sometimes your friends just won't leave.
So,
we have some Hamburglers in our crew.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what do you want to kick off with?
I don't think there's very much Chief stuff, but I do want to touch on the Ray Rice situation. I was been a few weeks. So we all know the charges got dropped. The victim, who wasn't a victim, recanted everything he said.
It was a misunderstanding.
But here's my thing. If we wouldn't have had the first incident, would there ever been a second incident?
I think so.
No, because he opened himself up to that first incident. Now he opened himself up, and now people are kind of targeting him.
But without that first incident, and whatever happened at that club, and he got popped in the face, and they realized who this person was, you don't think it would have went viral, or we wouldn't have known?
I think he's
Rashid Rice.
I think the guy took a shot because he's like, oh, this dude's already been in the headlines. He's already, maybe he didn't even know who he was if he didn't, wasn't in the headlines for, a bad situation. I just think if we don't have that first one, then we definitely don't have the second one.
So obviously he must have somehow, some way, he must have got a money bag. I don't know. There's no way that you do a report like that. You go through all this process, and then everybody knows you now, knows Russia. It's all in the headlines, and then all of a sudden you decide to drop the charges, and you're like, man, you know what? That didn't happen.
Well,
Whoopsies.
Something happened.
Well, I do know this. He's definitely going to be a chief this year and next year. I believe he's going to stay with the organization.
Yeah.
They're locked in on him.
Well, yeah.
He was at the Mavs game recently with both Travis Kelce. Patrick Mahomes was there as well.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, that was Holiday Brown.
Yeah, that was Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. No, there's a picture, I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll see. There was a picture, I'm pretty sure, of Rashid Rice and Travis Kelce at the Mavs game together.
That was Hollywood.
No,
Brown.
they are making sure that he is nowhere near them in public because they would get the backlash.
But he is going to be a chief. I mean, unless he does something else stupid. But I think for right now, I think as long as he stays on the clear, get this other thing knocked out.
And did you see what he decided to do this past week? He was kind enough to hand out water and Domino's pizzas to the homeless.
Rashid Rice?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good for you, man. Good for you. I mean, you did this whole spectacular video, editing, music and shit, whatever, instead of
PR work.
Yeah, a lot of PR work. and you're handing out, hey, man, hey, good for you. But I think just as just me, I would have said, hey, to my friend, go around the corner. I'm going to start handing out pizzas. You be anonymous, like you recorded me. Like, hey, is that Rashid Rice? Who's that brother over there? Who's that guy? And then, oh no, you post it and like, hey man, aren't you Rashid Rice? Yeah, yeah. And then play that whole role like you trying to be humble. But for you to create an entire video and edited video with music and pyrotechnics and like, here's pizzas and waters for everyone.
PR work, man. He has to do something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a correction, right? So they actually all three were at the same game. Rashid Rice was there, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce. However, they did sit away from Rashid Rice. The picture that I saw was them back. They did see each other, in the hallways, whatever you want to call it,
right.
And they did take a picture together. So there was that.
Well, I didn't see the Rashid Rice one. I did.
So they ain't afraid to be caught in a picture with them.
Right.
Well, at least Travis Kelce isn't.
Yeah. Well, Travis Kelce got booed at the Mavs game.
Well, that's because of the whole Pfizer 2.0 shit that they say about him.
Because the owner,
because he's linked. Dude. Yeah, he's linked to the Democrat side just because of that. There's like this big conspiracy theory that
Mark Cuban, right? No, who's the owner of the Dallas?
Yeah, that's Mark Cuban. It's Mark Cuban.
I mean,
so why was he booed?
Well, it wasn't Mark Cuban that was booed.
No, Travis Kelce.
Why
was he booed?
I believe he was booed because there's a lot of people that don't like the fact that he did that Two Things at Once commercial.
No, that's not it.
I'm trying to tell you, there's a lot of people that don't like him for that, dude.
That might. I mean, I don't know why else.
I would think because he's a Kansas City player, and you're in Dallas.
No.
He's there with Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes got the roof blew off the top when he stood up.
Dude, they call him Pfizer. They call him Pfizer 2.0. That's
I know. I know all that.
So there's a lot of people that hate him for that. That's the biggest reason, in my opinion.
But
what's your reason? Or your speculation?
Because he's Travis Kelce and he dates Taylor Swift, and he's a Kansas City player, and they there's Dallas Cowboys fans in there, so they boo him. But you're saying, well, they didn't boo Patrick Mahomes. Well, because he's the best quarterback out there. I don't know, but I don't see how half of the stadium, more than half of the stadium, like, oh, there's that fucking Pfizer guy, including children, and
oh, the children were booing too.
I don't know.
But that's what
you said, including children,
right? Including children, I don't know, booing, and like half the stadium were booing.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Couldn't say.
Right. Did you hear Andy Reid's little thing on Ray Rice?
No. Ray Rice?
Yeah. You said that Ray earlier. Rice. You said Ray Rice earlier too. I was just like, maybe I heard it wrong, so I'm not going to say nothing.
Did I say it earlier?
Yeah, you did. Because I was going to say something. I was like, maybe I heard it wrong.
I probably did.
I guess I just keep on seeing that video of Diddy and thinking of Ray Rice too.
Yeah.
It was very Ray Rice. It was very, very Ray Rice like of him.
No, he told the media, I don't like a lot of things you guys do, but I still let you in here.
Then the media was like, I don't know if that was a knock on us, like he's trying to be funny, or at the same time he was trying to be serious. It's just some of the guys on A10, they're like, I think he was being both. I think he gave us a knock and he was being serious, like, I don't like shit that you guys say, but yet here you are. I still let you guys in my room.
Well, you can tell sometimes Andy Reid gets annoyed with the questions.
If you're gonna keep pummeling me with these questions, if I come in here and you keep pummeling me, that's his favorite word, pummeling.
We won't have you guys in here.
What was the controversy back then? Pummeling me about that.
Was it Eric Berry being hurt? It was something, or somebody got in trouble.
Somebody I think it was like somebody who sat out or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So it's funny because this is his response to this. They're talking to Travis Kelce about him being booed, right?
Okay.
And so when they said, why do you think he was being booed? And he's like, I'm really not sure. I don't know. Maybe they don't like the Chiefs. But then it's to your point, because right after that, it goes right to Patrick Mahomes, and then the crowd erupts. Well, first of all, because he is from Texas, they love him down there for what he did down there.
There's a good point.
Yeah. And he didn't do a Pfizer commercial. That's the other reason. Well, it's like they wouldn't boo his teammate for no reason because he was a Chief. Like they would at least give Patrick Mahomes that respect.
He's from Cincinnati. Of course,
a lot of people said that he sold.
Patrick Mahomes. He's from Texas.
A lot of people said that, and I don't agree. Go get your bag. A lot of people said that he sold out when he did that Pfizer commercial. He got paid $20 million for that commercial. I don't blame him for doing it. It was more than what he makes playing football in a season.
I'd have done that shit too.
I would have done it. Yeah, like, hey, two things at once. Where do you want to like?
We'll do for $10.
Well, now we're gonna get haters for this, but hey, I don't got $20 million.
Well, ever since COVID hit and you got the shots and you got the no shots, so there's the two sides. But why would they call him a sellout? Because he went from one side for 20 million, or
because it's it's just a big thing. There's a lot of people that didn't like the COVID mandated shots because that was that in some states. It was that for some professions, right?
Yeah, I'm not talking about that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a big backlash to that to further understand why they're booing him.
I would think the booing is either from the Pfizer. That's a good point, or because he's got super popular lately because of Taylor Swift.
That's what I'm saying. He's getting.
I think one of the two.
Yeah. Maybe, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube about him where people. But that's how I know. I'm pretty sure. Because they take a lot of digs at him for that on YouTube videos and stuff.
Xavier Worthy, welcome to Kansas City. Do not park your car outside. You gotta get a garage.
Live and learn. If it's get a garage nice car,
or you would think
get you a 4Runner. They're hard. Car? He should get a 4Runner. They're hard to steal. I think he had a Dodge Charger of sorts, probably a souped up one.
Yeah, he had the top line,
the Hellcat.
Yeah.
Are they still able to steal those?
Do you know who else?
They're able to steal a lot of cars, bro. They're getting.
They said it was a professional job
now.
They said it was a professional job.
Yeah, professionals figure out all that stuff.
So you know who else? Hellcat got stolen. Frank Henderson.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, I just saw on the Facebook the other day. Sorry, Frank.
Well, damn, Frank. I hope they find your car, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thirsty.
So. All right, so we're on the Chiefs. Xavier Worthy. So, what do you guys think as far as his role as a rookie? If Rashee Rice doesn't start this season, do we see him starting as a potential slot receiver, or are they going to put Hollywood there? And where would they put him?
I think he's going to be this. I think he's going to be more of like kind of the gimmick guy. We talk about the gimmick guy. long runs, make some end arounds. Things
hand him
like
out
that.
ball out in the backfield. Yeah,
Try to get him the ball in space. And
That's
stuff
what they
like
always
that.
do with the rookies. Yeah, they always start that with the rookies to kind of get them acclimated into the playbook with the little trick plays and stuff like that. But then you have Marquise Brown on the outside. Well, who's going to be on the other side?
Man, if Rice doesn't play, man, I think we're kind of have a little issue.
A little bit of a pickle. Yeah. I mean, but we do got Marquise Brown, so that does help lift us up a little bit, because if you think about it, we did well with the weapons that we have and Rashee Rice last year, right? We didn't have Marquise Brown. So really what it is right now, it would just be a substitution of him for Rice at the moment. It's like how are we going to be with him versus how we were with Rashee Rice? But man, them on the field together, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah. And throw Worthy out there too. All that speed.
Oh yeah, that speed. Someone else for them to have to worry about,
Yeah.
They'll have to potentially put a spy on him because he's doing those runarounds in the backfield just as a decoy, or he's actually not the decoy.
So listening to the morning shows and, whatever, ESPN shows and Fox, whatever, what do you think the outcome's going to be with Rashee Rice then? As far as suspensions or games go this
I'm going to say 6 tops. That's where I'm at.
You know what? Yeah, I think since the other thing got dismissed, 6 to 4, 4 to 6, 4 to 6. I think maybe I'll start out at 6 and then I might reduce it to 4.
Do you think the investigation in
I'm thinking he's getting 4 no matter what.
Would be done by the time the season starts, or would it still be pending?
Man, that's a good question too.
They're probably you're talking about the investigation in court, right? Not the NFL investigation.
The police investigation? No, I'm talking about the law investigation.
Because they're not going to make their move until after they see what the final verdict is. I think
so.
Well, according to fucking, they have to.
Yeah,
they can't.
Because you got to think about, because what he did was careless, sure, right? And thank God no one got very seriously injured. I mean, there was some serious injuries, right? But no life-changing injuries from
serious,
what I heard.
But not seriously. Are those 2 different levels?
Well, yeah, good point.
One had LY.
Yeah. So there's levels. There's levels to this.
The more letters they have is the worse. The worse.
And sometimes the louder you say it, there's another indicator.
Now, do not say seriouser, because that's deadly.
That's the most serious thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Seriouser.
I know, I mean, he has some lawsuits against him, so there was some injuries.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so I don't know. I agree with you. I was thinking maybe 6. What's the season now? How many games?
17 games.
17, but I think they're pushing for 18.
How about half?
Yeah, but that's not until 2030.
What, 2030?
Yeah, it won't be until 2030 or sometime in the future.
So 17 games. So they'll suspend him for what? 8.5?
Okay. So the Chiefs PR has been working pretty hard this offseason, right?
Yeah. What's the deal with the dog incident? Dog? The dog incidents. They brought up 2 new Chiefs players that are in trouble now of more shit.
Well, okay,
and what the fuck are these guys? They're both the practice squad.
Yeah, so the guy in the practice squad, so I could shed some light on that. So the guy in the practice squad, he had 2 dogs on a home that he owned in, I forget the state now, but at the home that he owned, there was 2 dogs on the back porch. The home was abandoned. The dogs were there. They didn't have any food. They didn't have any water, and they were malnourished. Here's the thing. So he's being held responsible because he's the owner. However, it's not his dog, and he's not the person that had been living there. So the person that had been living there, they're the ones that abandoned the dog. I mean, I hope it's not a relative. That'd be really shitty if it was. But it could be really squatters. It could be whoever that was is a piece of shit. Let me tell you.
Bugs, Dougs.
Fucking assholes.
So so he was renting out this house. He was renting it out, and then he skipped out on like $1,300 of.
He has even more details
of rental. So the guy that owned the house, he was trying to reach out to him, whatever, and he got skipped out, whatever. So then the neighbors were complaining like, "Hey, there's 2 dogs out here on the porch. I don't think nobody lives here." So the police were called. Went out there. They were very malnourished. 2 dogs on chains in the back porch. So they took care of them, whatever, and realized, okay, the renter was our Chiefs player. I forgot what his name was. I should have wrote it down.
He was the renter or
he
the
was
owner?
He was the rentee, the renter, yeah. No, he was the
Oh, no.
renter.
He was a renter because the rentee is the person renting.
Right.
Oh man,
He didn't own the house. He was renting.
UFC 500 up
Yep.
here, buddy.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he was renting the house, and then he skipped out on rent. He owed a lot of money on rent, and so he comes back and said, "I don't own those dogs. I've never seen those dogs before. Those aren't my dogs. Those are their owner's dogs, I bet." So now they're thinking, okay, well, the owner decides, you know what? Fuck this dude. He owes me money. I'm gonna have these dogs sitting back here, and I'm gonna, but he's not the one who called 911. So it's kind of far fetched that a person will be so evil to leave dogs out there malnourished to blame it on a Chiefs player just to get $1,300 back or whatever.
I think the person's just an asshole in general.
So there's further
Yeah.
speculation that he's being targeted because he has I believe, and there might be a correction here, but some type of lounge, like I think maybe like a hookah lounge.
There was a hookah lounge, and then the city, he owned a hookah lounge, and the city was like, shut down your hookah lounge.
All this
it sucks.
from a practice player.
From a practice player.
Yeah,
So I guess it was against
He's busy,
city
man.
ordinances,
Yeah.
and then he was like, all right, fuck you guys,
Making
So
moves.
so they burned out. And then now they're thinking that the city was
They're trying to tarnish
target
his
him or
reputation.
something, whatever. Yeah, reputation as a practice squad player that nobody even knows. And then they brought up another practice squad player that got in trouble for something else. There's this weed shit with the other two players that are actually
I heard
on
about that. Yeah.
on our roster. I don't even remember the two names. It wasn't even
neither.
that big.
Doesn't matter.
So they got possession of marijuana. Oh my goodness gracious! So now everything starts coming out. Here's another Chiefs player that's in trouble for what? Not really nothing. It just keeps on piling up. It's just dumb shit that trying to give us a black eye because we will three-peat and y'all are hating.
Yes,
And I don't think any of that other stuff's sticking. The only thing that's only looking ugly so far is the Rushy Rice thing. Everything else, I think, is so far under the radar. Like internet, like outside of us and maybe Kansas fans, like no one knows about that.
But I
shit.
beg to differ because when it comes to cruelty to animals,
the dogs.
Oh
It could be.
goodness gracious!
Oh, Pete is
Oh,
all
you
over
could kill
this.
a person and like, well, what was he doing out there? But dogs, oh my goodness! You want to put
Innocent
somebody
dog?
behind bars for a lifetime and
Wow.
or electric
happen.
chair? Oh goodness gracious! You get a jury of dog lovers? Oh fuck yeah! You're
I think
done.
usually you get 3 years. And
Yeah.
then-
Or if you listen to Walsh, you might die in the
After 3
in
years,
the,
electric
in
chair
the electric chair,
for not giving
and
wet
they'll
euthanize
food
you
into a
at the
dog.
same time.
and then of course we have Harrison Buckner.
Butker.
Buckner. Whatever you say.
What's going on with you today?
Buckner.
You finally start drinking on one of our podcasts, and then that's what you come out with.
Man. I mean, he made some statements that was his opinion, his
Yeah.
lifestyle. It would not be what I would tell my daughters, but everybody.
But you
has,
also got to think of the crowd he was speaking to, right? That's one
Right,
of the
no. He spoke his opinion.
a foundation of some of the beliefs they have, not all of them. But
He spoke his opinions, and that
Yep.
was and his lifestyle.
that's why we live in America,
So,
man. You can
absolutely.
speak your opinion. You don't agree with it. That's you speaking your opinion. And here's the thing: like for the people that tried to like penalize him, like, oh, they should kick him off the team. Like those are the idiots. Those are the assholes, right? It's like, hey, he had his opinion. You disagree with him, cool. Voice your opinion. But like,
Yeah,
call to
why-
get him fired, or there's a city employee that got fired. I'm sure Waltz is gonna fill us in more on that because I don't have all the details.
So there was an
but-
idiot city employee that decided to tweet on an actual Twitter page of KCMO and said, "Oh, by the way, Harrison Bucker lives in Liberty or named
Did he give his
another.
address?
Didn't give
Yeah.
an address,
Lee Summit, I thought.
but yeah, right. I think it was Lee Summit.
I think it does live in Lee
Yeah.
Summit. One of
It
Ken's
is,
neighbors.
yeah.
By the way, he lives
yeah.
in Lee Summit, and so there was an investigation there was an apology. It was quickly removed. Mayor Q came up and said, "We do not do this." And then they looked up who it was, and then he or she was recently fired. I think it was a she. Was recently fired after that. You cannot do that. So yeah, touching up on a little bit on that. So Monica asked me, she was like, "You think they're gonna suspend him?" I was like, "For what?" So he didn't violate any policies.
Yeah, no.
He didn't
no.
violate
Yep.
any policies. He
Free
didn't.
speech.
He didn't do anything wrong as far as NFL. NFL came forward and said, "Look, he can do whatever he wants, but that's not our views." And then the Chiefs came forward and said, "Look, man, that's one of our players, but that's not any of our values or views." And so I was like, good for him. So he was hired. They knew who he was. They gave him a standing ovation. So he
So-
spoke at a Catholic church.
right.
Gave his speech, which, by the way, I think convincement speeches should be a little bit more upraising and
Yeah.
goal oriented.
Yeah.
It got a little gloomy sometimes.
It
I'm like,
did.
oh wow.
So I have to correct my own mistake here. So earlier when I was talking about Andy Reid and his comments about
Rushy Rice.
that wasn't about Rushy Rice. That was about Harrison.
Oh, okay.
What did he say?
When he was like, I don't like some of the things you guys say, but
that's
I
what
thought
it
you in
was.
here.
Yeah, good correction. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah,
Now I
to the
remember
media.
now.
When he was
Yeah.
talking to the media.
So they kept him asking about Harrison Butker. What do you think?
Harrison,
He goes,
yeah.
He's got his back.
you guys say a lot of things I don't like, but yeah, let you back in this.
And right away, Chris Jones, put a shout
That's
out
my
on there on
boy.
Twitter. That's my boy. I love
And
you.
what was the deal with Harrison Butker's jersey sales skyrocketing?
Dude.
Number one out of all the jerseys.
The women's. Well, here's why. Because you got a lot of people in this country because he spoke out against some of the woke stuff, right? There's a big movement. It's like there's a huge movement, dude, in this country right now of like what they say these anti-woke people now. And so when he spoke up against the wokeness and that, I think that's where a lot of it came from because people are glad that he spoke up and said something. Whether you agree with it or not, those are the people that are buying his jersey.
That's weird. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming.
That was kind of like, like when NWA first came out and like all the white people were at their concerts and they're like, what's going on here?
Well, yeah, Butker made it cool. And I don't think you'll probably never find a time where a kicker had the number one selling jersey in the league.
Fuck
right?
no.
At first it was
No.
just on the team. Then it was like, oh, wait a minute, it's the entire NFL.
It was sold out.
Maybe
Yep.
Sebastian Janikowski was pretty popular, but not number one
No.
sales.
Hey,
But
wait a
do you
minute,
know-
Patas
Do you know who
Patas
still has
drafted him in the first round one year.
Yeah.
I just
But you know who still has those jerseys? Phil Kuroga.
RIP
He has
Patas.
them. He
Track him
has them.
down.
Yep.
Get Phil Kuroga's jersey, which, by the way, I think he's been ducking me. I need that jersey, Phil. Need that Royals jersey. Need to swap him out. Need a larger one.
You better drive to his house.
You better
drive to his house, bro.
The gentleman large doesn't fit no more.
Well, personally, I've noticed that, but that's a different subject. It's for my mother-in-law.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it was her birthday present, and then she was asking if she can get another bigger one. So any but
Anybody.
Would
so
you give her a
anywho,
Salvi? A Salvi? Is that what you got her?
what did she get?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she she got a
Her last name Perez or no?
did she get a Royals one? No, she got a Chiefs one. It was a Chiefs one.
Oh,
She got Patrick Mahomes one. She's
Well,
the
there you
bigger
go.
side.
There you go.
Okay, so yeah, Harrison Butker, yeah, he's still on the team. You don't have to agree with him.
Man, we talked a lot about the Chiefs when there was not
Yeah.
much to talk about the Chiefs.
Yeah, we did. That's okay.
Yeah.
What we got next on the
That's what happens
agenda
when
here?
you're a Super Bowl champion, man.
Well. Next up on the agenda, the hot flashing, hopefully not in a pan, not a quick flash in the pan. Royals, KC Royals, they have been hot. They still on the
They
streaks, but then let's fast forward to now.
They're
They
not.
lost.
Did you see the game yesterday? Up 4-0.
Yes, I did not see the game. I didn't even know they were playing the midday, but I did see the highlights. I was like, okay, all right. Ooh, well, 4-0. Here we go. In the sixth inning, I said, okay, nothing could ever go wrong here, but here comes Stratton. Here comes Stratton again. Like, you know what? I'm going to make this interesting. I'm going to throw these lobbers out there.
Well, they hit the
And,
lobbers.
Oh yeah. Lobbers. Then it was 5-4. Fucking Carrera, that cheater, fucking cleared the bases and shit on a triple. And then it went downhill. Well, no, it didn't go downhill quickly because the Royals tried to make a comeback, but it wasn't enough. They lost 7-6.
7-6.
Man. Okay. Other than that,
I think we're still up. We're up like 12 games over 500, man. That's like
But during our winning streak of 9,
7.
I thought we won 9 games in a row.
Maybe was it 8?
No, I don't think we won 9 in a row. I
Was it
thought it
9?
was 7.
7 or 8.
During our winning streak, guess who else was hot?
Oh, the Cleveland Guardians.
The Cleveland Guardians.
They're
Now,
staying
they
hot.
did win 9, man. They fucking will not
Yeah.
lose.
It's like, dude, we went 8-2. They went 9-1.
Yeah.
And during that
Yeah.
stretch,
Yeah,
stretch we're
these
talking about.
motherfuckers, dude, they won't lose.
Yeah. It's just like, come on, man. Like, we're supposed to be in first now. Because I wasn't even paying attention to them. I was like, oh, shit,
We know-
8-2 in the last 10. Then I looked at the standings. I was like,
Out of
these
the
motherfuckers.
6 divisions in baseball, we'd be in first place in 4 of them.
Yeah. Well, now we're 3 games behind.
I saw
currently.
that. I was just curious and looking at
Yeah,
the bottom
yeah.
banner or whatever. I'm like, yeah. We
So
can compete with those.
they're actually 8-2 in the last 10 right now. We're 6-4 in the last 10 right now. So We got some making up to do,
We're
man.
still in second place, though, right?
We are. Well, you
In
know,
our division.
Yeah,
we're still positioning ourselves for a playoff spot the way it's shaken
Oh
out.
yeah, we're
you
like,
know what I mean?
Like I think the top
It's-
wild card right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. So as long as we keep our bats going, and I know we get a little bit cold from time to time, but it sounds like our starting pitching's been pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's our relief pitching that's been shaky.
It's been like it's been up and
Sometimes
down.
solid, but not consistent.
Right. So like starting pitching. So I just want to throw this out.
Tia, can you look up the Royals batting, and then I just want to go over some stats real quick.
Well, I do want to talk about starting pitching. Seth Lugo is 9-1 with a 1.7 ERA. So 9-1. That's it's not even the All-Star break yet. This dude can be a 20-game winner, and getting wins like that in these days in the MLB that's a big deal.
There's already talk of Cy Young.
Yes,
with Seth Lugo.
He should be at the top of that.
Okay, so is it time to move on away from MJ Melendez?
That's a question.
What's the average he's doing now? I know it's
he's like 180, right? 180
batting average for MJ Melendez.
176. 180 is not a bad guess.
Whopping.
So what about Hunter Renfroe? What you guys?
So that was going to be my second. So Hunter Renfroe, we spent a lot of money on him, $5 million.
That's not a lot of money these days. Look, I'm not worried about
169.
I'm not worried about Hunter Renfroe because that was okay. Whatever. We just having him for a couple of years, but MJ was supposed to be an up and coming star, a prospect that we were like relying on to be a great player, and he is
shit in the bed.
Man, that's what I was going to say too.
But my bad, homie. I thought you were searching for the words. I was like, oh, let me get this out. It's in my head.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say.
You said shit in the bed?
Shit in the bed, man. Shit in the
bed.
Hey,
you thought the same thing?
I did.
I'd never heard of that saying. But you both thought of that.
He's lying.
Shit in the bed.
But then again, maybe he didn't because he don't know any of the new slang either. Even though that's been an old slang.
That's what old people say.
Yes, that's what, yeah, we've been saying that for a long time, sir.
Wow. Okay.
So MJ, he's struggling, man.
So okay,
he's very.
If you had a choice, though, are you going to try to give MJ Melendez, the younger in his 20s, 25, 26? Still opportunities, some chances. Are
you saying him or Hunter Renfroe if you had to choose?
Or Hunter Renfroe, that's 32. But
MJ,
we gave
MJ
him,
all day.
But we gave him a big contract, though.
MJ
not a big contract. He got 2 years,
$5 million.
That's not.
Can we eat that money?
That ain't shit, bro. That's nothing.
That's nothing.
We give him a 2-year contract. I would definitely fuck Hunter because he's.
Whoa!
You would definitely fuck Hunter.
Whoa.
So I want that on loop.
Nice little visual.
I want that on loop. Fuck, I would definitely fuck Hunter. I would definitely fuck Hunter.
I didn't say I. So there you go.
Actually, I think you did. I would definitely fuck Hunter. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. That's why we kind of.
Yeah. Anyway, who cares? We only have him for 2 years. Whatever. No one's gonna want to trade for him or anything. But MJ is young, has a lot of talent. If we do decide to move on from him, maybe we can get a couple of arms or something. Who knows?
Yeah. The only reason somebody would want Hunter. The only reason somebody would want Hunter at this point is if he's like a motivational guy that gets the guys fired up. Other than that, it's like, bro, we don't need your bat anymore.
I will say he has a hell of an arm in right field, though, man. That dude fucking throw people out.
I think that's why he's still.
Maybe that's why he's still in the squad. Who knows? So I'll just for anyone that may not know. So Salvi, he leads the team in batting average at 320. He leads the team in home runs with 10. He leads in RBIs with 41. And on base percentage with 383, and then most hits is Bobby Witt Jr.
I was going to say Bobby Witt's probably second.
Dude, I love Bobby Witt. We have Patrick Mahomes and we have Bobby Witt. God, they're both from Texas.
Dude, we're doing well right now in sports as far as finding stars.
Yes, no, we have Bobby Witt. He's
our all stars come from Texas and from Lee Summit. They come from both of those places.
I should fucking choke you right now with your fucking scarf.
Yeah.
Summit, dude.
If you haven't been keeping up, fucking.
You're talking about Frank White? Okay, yes, Frank White was from Lee Summit.
Fucking just loves his Lee Summit and all of those athletes out there. Okay, yeah. So now today was a slick. The slick
Big Slick.
Big Slick. Yeah.
Oh,
I wonder if it got rained out.
I think they are playing. They are playing.
Are they? Okay.
I don't know if all the other festivities was that supposed to be today or tomorrow?
It was today. It was Big Slick was today.
Like the softball.
Yeah, softball thing. You buy a ticket. It started at 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then the other game starts at 7.
But remember, this is the anniversary from when Nisa came on. Was like,
oh yeah,
Big Slick is this week.
It's really exciting. Get out there and support everybody.
It's going to be fun. Yeah. You should go check it out.
So it started with the Children's Mercy.
I'm nervous, guys. This is my first time.
She's like, you guys are being loud in my headphones.
And then Wriggle, he's an actor. He plays in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So anything else about this Big Slick? You want to talk about it?
No.
Okay. Moving on from Big Slick.
You're really loud. So Big Slick is going on today. All them all-stars and powerhouses are in town. That's why I feel like this weekend, man, we should go to the Quaff and kind of hang out. See who's going to pop up there.
They think they're going to go to the Quaff?
Yes.
If they go
Travis Kelce has gone to the Quaff.
Like twice.
Yes. And then
on P&L if they're going anywhere, right?
And the girl from SNL, she goes to the Quaff, and so they pop up there every once in a while.
I mean, the Quaff is kind of an icon of Kansas City.
Where else we're gonna go? To the fucking ale house? They closed it down.
Yeah, because nothing but thugs went there.
Yeah, well, ever since Brittany was like, you know what, change your music a little bit, and then it started going downhill. Then there was that shooting and shit. So
yep.
Yeah.
So
okay,
boy,
so then the Royals gonna start their starting a new series, or
with the Padres tonight.
The Padres against Cease. I had him on my fantasy league last year. That dude is a pitcher. It's gonna be tough.
You Darvish?
Nope. I didn't say Darvish. I didn't say you. I didn't say a Japanese.
You did say you.
No, I didn't.
Was it you?
I said Cease.
You said Cease.
When the hell did I say you?
I don't know, man.
Cease does not sound like you. It's two different vowels.
A lot of things. I didn't know.
So he's a pitcher. He pitches.
Yes.
He is a pitcher. Okay.
All right.
But you're saying he's a great pitcher.
He's a really good pitcher. Yeah, he was up in my top 2 last year. But yeah, yep. Hopefully we close this one out, man, and keep it hot throughout June, and then get straight to the was it All-Star break? And man, I don't want to sputter to the All-Star break.
Yeah,
I want to see.
That's not going to happen.
Well, I think we'll have another good, because we've done it a couple times. Had a good winning streak, and then kind of another good
veer
winning
off
streak.
A little bit, get motivated again.
That's what baseball's about, though, man.
They got tired of winning. They got tired of winning. It's like, man, we won 8 out of our last 10. Everyone just dial it down a little bit. We're going to sandbag these next few games.
Right.
Yeah, more good than bad. So, all right. Hey, you want to transition over to your the UFC?
Sure.
You still haven't found a for the UFC?
Oh, there you go. There's the new UFC intro music. Very inspirational story here today. We got UFC 302 tomorrow. Big fight. It's fun with this music. We got Makhachev, the champion, is going to be fighting Dustin Poirier. Actually, that is a huge fight because Dustin Poirier was the
Poirier's
guy.
Pretty good guy.
Yeah. So he was that guy that was, hey, if he doesn't win his last fight, his title shots are kind of over, right?
Okay.
And in his last fight, he won the upset, right? He was losing the fight, knocks the guy out. I don't remember if he knocked him out, but he beat the guy, right? He made a hell of a comeback. This was a fight where he had to come back. It was like really watching it was almost like a Rocky moment. It really was.
Mm-hmm.
And he went from being a guy that people liked to a guy that everyone loves. I mean, it happened in that moment, his last fight. And so now he's taking on what a lot of people like to call the current GOAT of the UFC. That's arguable, but he's definitely up there in the conversation, and that's Islam Makhachev. So that's a huge fight tomorrow, big implications. Dustin Poirier beats him tomorrow.
Is this guy undefeated?
Yeah, he's undefeated.
Okay.
Dustin Poirier, and he's protege of who was the guy? Khabib.
Oh,
he's his protege. He's his protege.
You say Khabib, man, that gets me excited.
Yeah.
Khabib was a fucking badass.
So that's the guy that brought up Islam. He's the guy that he's trained under.
Okay,
that's what he's bred from. So
now you're talking about Khabib. Now this guy got for real.
So the
but Poirier,
questions about the main event.
Poirier's fucking solid though,
Come on
dude.
here, buddy. Have a seat.
You want to jump on, man? You want to put these headphones on, bro?
Just sit here while Waltz is gone. You don't have to
Nope,
put the headphones
nope.
on. It'd be too loud for you.
He's like, nope, I'm gonna go play my
All right,
games.
that was Zane, everybody, making a real quick flash appearance.
He was just trying to get another game on his phone.
Yeah. I know you already downloaded the games. It's okay, dude. You do what you do, man.
Yep. And that's what kids do, man. They just do whatever.
Yep. Yeah, so no, man. Any questions about the fight? Yes, if he was undefeated. Yes, he is.
So what weight class is this?
This is for the lightweight fight.
Okay.
The lightweight championship, rather.
Man.
So then there's a really good co-main, and that's going to be Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa. So Paulo Costa was a guy that, man, a couple of years ago, he was the guy that they thought was going to be the future champ. He looked like the future of the division, and he has had a couple of bad fights. Outside of those couple of bad fights, he's actually looked really good. So
Sean Strickland's pretty solid too, right?
Yeah, he had just won the championship, and then he fought Dricus Duplessis. I probably said that wrong, and he lost the belt to him.
What's up with these UFC guys' names, dude? They're wild.
Yeah, Dricus Duplessis. So a lot of them aren't American, and there's a good argument to that because they say that for as far as sports go, the UFC fighters are underpaid, right? If you go to other sports, like they're underpaid.
Yes.
And so when you look at athletes in other countries, well, are they getting big bags in sports over there? Probably not. So that's why you see a lot of guys in those different names. He's from South Africa.
Well, talking about that, I saw a clip where Rampage Jackson was talking about when he first started out.
Fight for $500 probably.
Yes. But he's like, when he first started getting paid for real, it was in Japan.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was in Japan for a while, man. He's like, I didn't even care about UFC because Japan was where it was at.
Yeah,
and he was like,
they did that.
He was like, I was a fucking big deal in Japan.
Yeah, he was. He was a huge deal.
He
was an absolute star, man.
Yeah,
He was, man. So
we know, but UFC's come up now. I mean, I still think they screw their fighters, but whatever.
Yeah. So that's going to be a great fight. And then you got UFC 303 right around the corner, June 29th. The only fight I care about is the main event. That's Conor McGregor's return.
Oh,
I saw
he's fighting the pit bull Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler's no joke, dude. Like,
when was the last time McGregor fought?
It's like been 3
when he broke
years.
his leg.
Hold on. He fought in Roadhouse. Thank you very much. He fought in Roadhouse. Okay. He fought Jake Gyllenhaal. He fought Jake Gyllenhaal in Roadhouse.
Nope.
There's going to be a sequel.
Not going to do it.
You know what? I heard that it was good.
That was the sequel. That was the sequel.
Well,
it was a remake.
Yeah, it was a remake, but then there's going to be a sequel to the remake coming out. So they're doing a Roadhouse 2 to it. My thought was this: I don't think Conor McGregor is going to be a good actor in it. I already assume that his part's going to be like, oh, not a
Have you watched it, Waltz?
I haven't.
No.
Have you?
I refuse.
No. Have you? What actor played Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott.
Oh, in this new one?
Yes.
Oh no! They wrote out the character. They wrote him out of it.
Hey there,
Garrett. Well, it was Garrett. He was Garrett.
Yeah. He liked to call Patrick Swayze Mijo.
Yeah, he did.
Come on, Mijo.
Hey there,
Come on, Mijo. Yeah, so no, they wrote him out of the story, which a lot of people complained about that. I read the review on it.
That's awful.
So
he was one of the main characters.
Yeah. So before I watch a movie anymore, because I want to waste an hour and a half, 2 hours, I will go and look at the reviews first, right? I don't go with just one review. I'll look at 2 or 3. But I learned something recently that I don't think they're doing a good job reviewing a lot of movies, because there's a movie called Ricky Stenicki with John Cena that's on Amazon. Have you seen it?
I have not, but I heard about it. I heard it was good. Other people told me it was good.
I was so surprised. Like, John Cena killed it, dude. John Cena absolutely fucking made the movie, and it was hilarious. One of the funniest comedies I've seen in quite some time. So
yeah, no, I've heard a couple of people talk about it. We should watch it. It's funny.
Watch it.
Yeah.
I find myself watching period movies and
period movies.
I believe you. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're watching a bunch of go ahead. Period movies. What does that mean?
Okay. For you,
I feel disgusted too, Joe.
Immature people, period movies are like a time period based on actual events or true stories.
I don't think they call them period movies,
you
bro.
Call them period movies, bro.
You call them period movies.
Okay.
Never in my life. Have I heard that shit. They're called era. They're called era.
I do not see myself
movies.
taking the time out to flicking through the channels and say, you know what? You know what's a good time right now? A Ricky Stenicki movie. I do not see myself trying to watch Ricky Stenicki.
But I've heard it's good. I
saw Ricky Stenicki, and based on the name, I was like, that's dumb. I'm not going to watch it. And then I watched a trailer.
then
I was
with
like, you know
John
what?
Cena?
I might watch it because I'm not a big John Cena fan, but I'm telling you, he fucking killed it.
All right, Joe, are you going to watch Ricky Stenicki with John Cena?
I will, just because if I would have just seen it, like it come over, I'm like, no, I'm not watching that. But a couple of people have told me, no, watch it. It's good. He's like,
And then now
I know
you got another confirmation.
Yeah, I've heard people say like, hey, I know it sounds dumb, but watch it.
I'm telling you, that's how.
good.
That's exactly what you tell people. It sounds dumb, but it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we watch Zane with the wires down there to let him kick one out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you get Red Bull before you came?
I know.
The kid's got a lot of energy, man.
Oh,
6
Carlos.
years old.
At one time his name was Carlos.
It is still Carlos.
Hey, you could just walk over the cords, buddy. You don't have to crawl over them. Okay, be
What's his
better.
name? Carlos.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, what's your name? Carlos.
All right.
Don't even
UFC going once.
Don't even look at him.
Going twice.
Oh no, I think we're gonna.
Oh, real quick, Dan Hennessy,
Oh yeah.
the ring announcer
Oh,
at UFC.
I actually heard this call. It was
Whoopsie
hilarious.
daisy.
I heard it. He called it
Whoopsies. Calls the wrong winner, and it was lopsided win. So when he called the wrong winner, he called the loser as the winner. Everybody was like, "Whoa, that's weird." Okay, hey, congratulations. She's even like, "Oh yeah, hey, look at me. Oh, I fucking did it." And I was like, "Hey, wait. Sorry, I have an announcement. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me do this over again." And then he goes through the whole thing again with the scores.
Then he acts like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened. Like, hey, and then you can hear the announcers like, "Are you kidding me, Dan Hennessy? Are you kidding me? This guy really? How you got the one job?"
He acted like nothing happened. He didn't say, "Oh, my mistake" or anything. He just started the whole like it
But
never happened.
Who also did that and made a huge mistake like that was gosh dang, why am I going blank? The one that does the Family Feud. He got all kinds of shows. Harvey. Steve Harvey. Hey, everybody. I'm Steve Harvey. So the winner of the pageant is, and he called the wrong name. Remember that shit?
yeah.
I do remember.
So just
how do you do that?
Just slight correction. No, he's not a USC ref, right?
It was like, was it boxing?
Boxing, I believe.
Yeah.
Looks like it was boxing.
It was definitely a fight.
Yeah, it was boxing.
Fighting.
Yeah, it was boxing because they're in a ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
those girls? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
UFC
okay,
fights
okay.
in a cage.
Okay.
But I was like, Dan Hennessy, who the hell's that?
Hennessy.
All good.
Hennessy.
So are we ready for those NBA finals?
Dude, I'm ready for
Luka?
it. Dude, Luka's been on fire. You know, here's the crazy part. So coming into this series, it wasn't looking good for them because people were saying Luka's starting to slow down. He was a little bit injured. He was limping and whatnot, right? Hey, hold on. Hey, if you want to get on camera, bro, just get on camera, okay, kiddo?
He said, "Oh,
Just go ahead and get it out of the way, man. You come over here, you stand up here and get it out of your way.
Nah, he doesn't.
No, you're cool, bro.
My name
So,
is Luka.
Yeah, man.
I live on the second floor.
so
You
here's
guys
the
remember
thing.
that song?
They came into this. A lot of people were worried, like, man, it doesn't look like they're going to make it through. It looks like they might have to kind of shut it down this season.
Because he had a lot of injuries, like little nagging
Yeah.
injuries and this and that.
And dude, man, he's a
That
soldier,
is-
man. When it's game time, he's not fast out there.
Did you see him talking shit to Snoop Dogg?
No,
You didn't see that?
I missed it, man.
I kept on seeing him
He
like
told- he
looking
told-
over
he's
into
like,
the crowd and
He
like
looked
talking
like,
shit.
he looked like Snoop Dogg. Like, who the fuck's crying now? Or who's crying now, motherfucker?
Nice,
That's what he said. Who's
nice.
crying now, motherfucker?
Dude, Luka's a man's man in the NBA. You know that. I think they all probably
he's-
have respect for him. He's the one, man.
You know, he's only 25.
Yeah,
He looks old.
he does, dude.
He's played in the league forever.
Yeah, he's a stud though, man. And look, Kyrie Irving's playing well with them right now. They both
Yes,
scored 36.
They
They
are.
both scored 36 points each last night.
Yeah, man,
They're both dishing out
Yeah,
assists.
because a lot of the critics criticized Kyrie Irving like as a role player, but he couldn't fit like in some of these. Even though he won a championship, right? But here with Dallas, man, he's fitting in very well.
Yeah, no.
He knows his role. He's not.
I mean, I don't know about his
it's Luka.
shoes. His shoes are ugly as fuck. But
he's got his own shoe.
oh, you haven't seen his shoe he's been wearing?
No, man.
Oh, dude, look it up, bro. It is ridiculous.
All right.
All right, we'll look up the Luka shoe.
Oh man,
Maybe.
yeah. Oh,
Not
put it up.
Luka.
There.
He's talking about
Maybe.
Kyrie Irving.
It's the
Oh, the Kyrie Irving shoe.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Does it got like some pink in it?
No, it's like a brown
Oh,
suede with
yeah,
tassels.
yeah.
Like
As soon as you said
like,
brown,
you got
like,
tassels on him.
yeah,
brown
man.
tennis shoes.
You know how like the brown suede jackets and they have like the tassels coming down like this? That's what it is.
He's got gentlemen's sneakers.
I don't know about that, bro.
They're gentlemen's sneakers.
Yeah.
They look like loafers.
So anyway, so it has been wrapped up. Now the championship is who, Joe?
Boston Celtics versus the Dallas Mavericks.
And who do we have? And say the numbers.
So you got
man.
So the Celtics got Jaylen Brown, right? And they got Jason Tatum. Those are the two big guys on their team.
Tatum.
I would say Jaylen Brown's the best player on their team, all around best player. He's like their general. He's the spirit of their team, I think. So a lot of it's going to come down to like if he's on fire and if Tatum's responding, man, like, oh man, I feel like it'll go 7 games. But if one of those two is off, I feel like Dallas Mavericks have enough tools to where they're going to, I won't say dominate the series, but I think they'll take it in 5.
Have you seen the voiceovers when they do like the press conferences for the NBA players?
No, but it sounds like it's
fantastic.
fantastic.
Great. They do like Luka. They're like, Luka was like, oh, you guys wanted to crown Anthony Edwards the next Jordan. He's like, this is a white man's game now.
Oh, good thing it's a voiceover.
They had it. Yeah.
At first, when I was watching, I was like, there's no way he fucking said that. Yeah.
Right.
He was like, oh, fucking yeah.
They would start,
AI, man.
He was like,
they would start playing the defense of their life on him.
He was like, I ran through that shit like it was nothing. The voiceovers are great.
That's AI, man. Oh shit, they're gonna fool you.
But, so my pick, I'm cheering for Dallas.
Yes.
But man, Boston with Tatum and Brown and their role players and what's his name, Porzingis?
Porzingis.
Is he going to be back for the finals?
He should be. He could.
Oh, I thought I didn't think he was, but
if he's back, oh man, Boston's going to be tough.
They wanted him back for this past series, but then I think they just held off on it.
Yeah,
for the actual.
Well,
championship.
they went 4-0. So,
yeah. So no big rush.
But Boston's going to be tough to beat. But I'm going to cheer for the Mavs.
Yeah,
I'm a Luka fan, dude. Luka is this. How can you not cheer for Luka?
Yeah.
Especially if you're the white guy,
it's
slow
almost
white guy.
like he just took on his shoulders. Look, if he's not on, they lose. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's other role players, but if he's not on, then the entire but he's been on every single game. He may start out a little slow, so I'm wondering if Boston could figure it out. Did you notice at the last game here in Minnesota? I think it was a game before that one. They actually it was this past game. They actually tried to double team him high, very high. As soon as he passed the half court, they double teamed Luka, so he had to give it up to somebody else. But it did not work because everybody else kind of just stepped up. So I'm wondering if Boston has another plan to get Luka Duga off his game and then make it at least a close series. That's what I want, man. I want 7 games. And you're right. I probably rather see because who won it recently more than the other? It wasn't Dallas, right? Wasn't it Boston, or has it been a while? You know what? I don't want Boston to win shit. Yeah, Dallas. Let's do Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of Patrick Mahomes on the sideline.
All right, we're Team Dallas Mavericks here.
All right. Yeah, just as long as let's do 7 games. Let's do 7 games. I don't mind that.
There's man,
What's that?
What the fuck is that shoe?
The Kyrie Irving.
Okay, that's the shoe he's wearing.
T.I., find that shoe. We'll put it right up here. It looks like a shaggy dog.
It looks like one of those purses that has all the tassels.
Yes,
he's like wearing a shoe purse.
It looks like
it's so bad.
And a really
wait a minute, they're purse shoes. Thank you very much.
That's just no. I saw someone that said that was.
They're like moccasins.
I was gonna say that it looks like an original native.
Tribute. No, he said that's his tribute to a shoe made in America.
He's a fucking dumbass.
Okay.
How is that a shoe made in America? Unless we weren't here yet, and it was the natives wearing that.
Hey, hold on. He decided to wear those shoes. You decided to wear this scarf today. Everyone's free to make their own fashion choices.
What's wrong with the scarf?
I'm not going to judge it. Well, I mean, it is fucking like, it's like springtime.
It's Sporting KC. That's what they do, bro. This is a universal, worldwide.
How are they doing?
Oh, they're doing bad. They've only won 2.
Okay.
But this is what soccer teams do. They wear the scarves.
We're not at a soccer game, bro.
I know we're not. You're wearing a Royals hat. We're in the Royals game.
We talked about the Royals.
We wear sporting gear here.
I'm just giving you shit, bro.
But this is what. Do you not know that?
I'm just kidding. It looks great on you, dude. You know, before he left the house, he was like, "Yes, one last touch." He put it on.
You know why he puts the scarf over?
I get it.
And I'm wearing a black shirt, so it doesn't show as much.
Yes.
Wait,
You look
yeah,
great, Walt. You look great.
No, for real. This is a staple or a iconic gear as far as a soccer. Your soccer team.
Oh,
They wear scarves.
I
Regardless if it's
all right,
summertime.
we'll give it to you just so we can move on here.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just trying to educate my fellow
we believe you. We
personalities
believe you.
here. Apparently, you didn't know that.
So, do we have anything else?
I don't think so.
Real quick time.
Is it real quick?
I think it is.
I have quite a few.
All right, cool.
Man,
I
really?
got at least one.
Well, shit, I got
You
three.
probably one of you will probably take it, but that's okay.
I got three of them.
Yep.
Hey, yep.
Yep.
Take it.
I thought it said
Fantasy
chimes.
football tribute to me.
I thought it
Thank
said
you.
chimes and not chimp or champ. All right, now it's time for everybody's favorite segment. Real quick, Joseph.
The Indiana Fever is 1-8.
Oh,
They
that
have
was
been
my
doing
real quick.
great job. You know what, Caitlyn Carter, right? Now,
Clark.
fuck's sake, I thought I had it
You
right.
said
Germany,
Carter,
motherfucking Christmas. Caitlyn Clark, earmuffs. Caitlyn Clark finally started getting hot, started looking good, started playing her game because in the first few games she was not looking good. But
She's had some good games. She's had some bad games.
yeah, but it's still they still suck. They still
Okay.
suck. But that's what that's what's gonna happen. It's not. But they are still selling out stadiums. Am I
Yep.
correct?
Yeah.
Yo, did you hear what that Joy Reid idiot said on MSNBC? She tried to say, well, the only reason that she's popular right now, and they tried to start
Because
saying
she's
this,
white.
and they tried to say this shit on The View, like they're trying to spark this.
Black and white controversy.
Yeah, they're just trying to spark division, right? And here's what I love though, man. And big shout out to LeBron James, man. LeBron James did a presser, and he's just like, look, man, he's like, everyone needs to just realize what Caitlyn Clark is doing for the WNBA.
Yes.
And he's like,
Yeah.
and he was like, there's a bunch of idiots out there. He's like, and I'm talking about grown men, grown women. They're trying to stop it from happening. And he's just like, and then he kind of alluded to some of the people in the media.
Ignorant comments.
I will
Yeah,
say that,
they're
like,
trying
The
to
players in the WNBA need to realize what she can do for them.
exactly like
Because they're hating on her
no.
right now.
Yes.
They are hating on her.
Yeah,
you
they
want
And she will bring you more money.
You want her to come to your stadium,
Yes.
to come to your city. I remember we had this conversation like a couple of episodes ago, and I asked if they were to come here to Sprint Center, T-Mobile Stadium here in Kansas City, would you guys go? I said, actually, I think I would. I would like to see her in person and watch an actual WNBA game. T.I. said no.
Oh, I would go. I would
yeah.
go with the
And
somebody
Joe was
from
like,
work
oh,
gave me
no,
tickets.
maybe I'll go.
If they were playing a really good team that had another player that I'd be like, hey, I might go watch it because there's actually been a lot of talent that no one knew about
Yeah.
because of the
There's even other
attention
players
they're
that
getting.
actually, that are really
They're
good.
like, hey, actually, we didn't know about her, and she's actually pretty good. So
Everybody seemed to have
already
forgotten
happening.
Sabrina. Remember her? That was Kobe
that's good.
Bryant's favorite player and their daughter. So, okay, that was real long, real quick.
sometimes
Real quick. KU football quarterback Jason Bean signs with the Colts.
Oh, as a quarterback or a wide receiver?
As a quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah, good for him, man. You know what? Yeah, he has
I think he
potential. I
might
like
be.
him.
I think he might be a better wide receiver because he's real fast and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Maybe
See how-
maybe they use him
I got one.
as a slot or something.
Real quick, surprise, surprise. Tom Brady, you guys probably heard this already, but Tom Brady regrets doing the roast.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said he didn't realize what the impact would be on the Suns, and then he totally regrets it.
Oh, the kids.
Don't fucking back it up
yeah.
now. Don't fucking back it.
No,
don't back it
that
up
makes
now.
sense.
It
Yeah.
does make
You
sense.
really didn't think
But
about that ahead of
he should-
time.
yeah. If you're gonna
Come
do a
on.
roast, and if you've seen any other past roast, you should know that everything is
Well, I think he knew that was going to be said, but
right.
He
But you
probably
should
didn't-
be smart enough to
he
know
didn't
that
think
hey,
about-
people like
that-
kids are gonna mess with his kids over that. shit.
Yeah,
That's like if I want to get under your skin. Oh, dude, I'm going after that shit I heard about your mom and dad on that roast. I
Right.
mean, what
And
do you-
actually, want to touch up on that because the last episode I didn't watch, but then since then I did watch the whole 3-hour bit. And you were right, T.I. You're like, hey, yeah, you might get offended on some of the things. I was like, And I be damn, I was cracking
I knew
up.
you would.
I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
right.
that's too bad.
Ouch.
And I was like, oh yeah, she's fucking hilarious. And she said,
I
I was like,
wonder-
oh man. I liked her.
It was kind of ongoing too. Like
it was like 3 times.
That particular thing. That
My favorite was when what's that? Glazier was like, even Gronk knows. I know that's not real money.
I know that's not real money, dude. I was like, that's like when we make fun of kid. That's totally the same thing. But no, I loved it. But then I was like, oh. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Just in case you don't know, when they were saying the R word, yeah, I cringe. You know, some of us parents that are parents of special needs children, we try to campaign to go against the R word, but. They were brilliant.
They did say it a couple times.
Like 3 times. Yeah, 3 different ones. But I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was excellent. I thought a lot of the comedians were hilarious. That one
Hinchcliffe?
What's Tony?
Yeah,
he was fucking great. You're absolutely right. He was my actually favorite. I did like Glazer, and then she said that, and then some other people. But it was good. I thought it was hilarious all the way through. I did not like. It's going to be turning into a long way. I did not like Ben Affleck. He was horrible.
He wasn't very good.
And then
he was mid.
Oh, Drew Bledsoe was awful.
Yeah, he wasn't all that great neither. I mean, he tried.
He tried to take the dig at his wife.
But he was
like, Tom Brady's like, really?
He was very robotic and I thought Bill Belichick was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That was good.
I seen a side of Bill Belichick that I didn't know existed, actually.
Did you see that smile? Very creepy.
No, I had no idea. The dude doesn't know how to genuinely, I don't think he knows how to be that way. He was out of his element. You could tell.
But he was cool about it.
Yeah, he was cool
about
it.
That.
Yeah,
he took a shot with the owner.
Yeah.
He came over and took a shot.
That was really cool. Yeah, I like that. They
right, let's move on.
Bygones be bygones.
All right, next, real quick.
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson pushed back because of health issues.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yes. Mike Tyson had some. What was the issue, Joe?
His ulcers.
Yeah, he had an ulcer or something. So I didn't know it was pushed back.
I don't think it was.
Yeah,
I just thought it was. Well, it was in July, right?
Yeah,
well, it was supposed to be July 20th. It's pushed back.
Pushed back to what? They didn't say.
I didn't hear.
Fuck's sake, he's just gonna get older. Real quick. Chiefs rookie, I keep on forgetting that was it Manzan, the slot player, the rugby player.
Okay, yeah, the rugby guy. Gotcha.
Rugby guy, yeah, nice guy. Yeah, we're gonna use him a lot.
All right. So we're not gonna use him a lot, but okay, go ahead.
So he was spotted at Worlds of Fun with his swimsuit, Sporting Illustrated swimsuit model on a date at Worlds of Fun.
Yeah,
isn't that fucking awesome?
Who's
that's
that?
Fun.
Or rookie, the kid from the rugby team.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
I hear he's
model.
Definitely going to be our special teams guy. By the way.
Yeah. Walking around in Worlds of Fun, I'll be down. Good for him.
Yeah, getting out into the community.
Real quick, Caitlyn Clark in 9 games has 3 technical fouls.
What is she doing?
She's running her mouth.
Well, you can't do that. It's not the NCAA.
Yeah, exactly,
well,
right.
Probably got a lot of people going at her.
She does,
and it's getting under her skin at times.
Yep. No, they're going at her.
Is her dad in the crowd like, would you just stop and play? Shut the hell up. Real quick, athletic director KU Travis Goff has signed a 7-year contract.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm telling you, this is great because man, he brought old boy from a KU football program. The KU basketball, Lance Leipold. The KU basketball program is doing well. Our baseball team's doing well. Our softball girls are doing well. It's like every sport, golf, shit. In KU, everybody's doing well. Good for you, Mr. Golf.
I'm gonna get those KU license plates the next time. I'm gonna put it in. I did my license plate with KU ones.
All right. Good for you.
It's gonna be fancy.
All right. Anybody else before we call it a night?
I have one more.
Oh, what?
Real quick.
Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry.
Real quick. Michael Finley takes Luka Doncic's beer that he was trying to enjoy after the game. Just snatched it out of his hand.
After what game?
The game they won. Luka was trying to have a nice beverage.
Oh, Luka was trying to drink a beer, but then somebody just took it from him?
Mike Finley.
Mike Finley can't go to get his own fucking beer? He had to
I think he just said, no drinking for you, buddy. We want you raring to go next series.
I kind of see they probably did it as a joke, but like, hey, big guy. No,
he didn't even say nothing. He just came and took it, and Luka was like one of those moments, like, okay.
Maybe Cuban told him to go take it. He's like, hey, get that
probably
damn beer out of his
hand.
Probably a joke.
Yeah.
Well, there There you guys have it, man. Another episode about Astro Bowl. We covered the Royals. We talked about the Chiefs and the OTAs and the off-field situations. We talked a little bit about UFC. And we covered our real quicks.
Hey, one more real quick. The KC Goats start their season tomorrow.
Go see the KC Goats. The Arena football team, our very own. You know, I have a feeling that they're going to do very well and maybe go to the championships.
And the after party is at McCaddy Shack.
And then the Monarchs started their season. They won their own little World Series last year. They're going to repeat this year. So be looking out for that. Anything else going on? KC Current still remains undefeated. Yep.
Cool.
Right? Yeah, they haven't lost one yet.
I don't know.
And Sporting KC, well, you know.
There's always next year.
Yeah. All right.
The music stopped. Bye.
Let's go.